Coming in, flex. I just wanna win, LA baby, who you running with, 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again, state your name, baby, don't go flame, I just switched the lanes, damn, he did it again, I just flipped the pain, stripping and dipping the bass, slap on everything.
Came here today in my granddad's Astra. Hope you enjoyed that little montage. Welcome to Cobham. This is a small little town in Surrey in England. It also happens to be where Chelsea's training ground is. Today, I've been invited by BT Sport to come to something very exciting in partnership with Opta and Squawka. I'm going to tell you more as we get to Chelsea's training ground. Before that, I used to live very close to here. I used to live in Walton-on-Thames, which is pretty close to Cobham. And I always used to watch John Terry's Instagram stories, of course, as you would. And he used to go to a load of coffee shops and little cafes around the corner from where I've parked my granddad's beloved Astra right now. So we're going to go and get some lunch, then we're going to head to the training ground. Let's go. Bit of pre-training ground food. Alright, we made it to the training ground. I'm not entirely sure what I am and I'm not allowed to film, so camera's off for a quick second. So, we made it to Cobham. I'm in a media room with a very bright light shining on my face. I'm with a man who doesn't need any introduction, but is courteous to give him an introduction. David LUIZ is here with me. Good to meet you, brother.
It's my pleasure.
Today we're looking through a very special document. As you can see here, zoom in, this is a thick wad of paper. It's a script. It's a script that BT Sport have commissioned Opta and Squawka to make, which is going to give the most detailed, in-depth predictions as to what is going to happen all across Europe next season. We're going to take a look through it today. I'm here with David because we're obviously going to focus on what is going to happen with Chelsea. You've seen the script.
Yeah.
Tell me what you think about the main points, obviously, that interest you.
It's not that special.
It's not special?
No.
Is it because football is unscripted? Obviously, you guys are the ones who do the talking?
Yeah, that's it. Because football every day is one new history, every day is new things coming, so you cannot script it, football.
You can't script the football. So let's open it. This is actually the first time I've seen this document. It's hefty. There's a lot of information in here. So what do you think about Chelsea finishing fourth?
No way.
No way.
Since the beginning, you have to have the ambition to try to win the title. This is a big club, and big club has to think in this way.
And obviously, we're finishing below Spurs, which, as a Chelsea fan myself, that's not allowed, right?
Not allowed.
Not allowed at all.
No.
When it comes to being a footballer and reading newspapers and magazines and everything, and everyone's got an opinion when it comes to football about who's going to win what, who should win what, who deserves this, who deserves that. As a player who turns out every single week on the pitch, do you ever pay any attention to any of this stuff?
I don't think so. I think when you arrive at one level, I think you are used to that, to everybody talk about football every day, everybody analyze football every day, but just you inside the pitch in the weekend. So it's up to you to work in your mental side, to concentrate and to try to do your things.
And in terms of obviously stats, this is all based off of artificial intelligence, which is of course just artificial, it's not real life. Do you pay much close attention to your own personal stats?
I try to be better every day, but I think the main thing first is collective side. So I try to do my best for the team, and then of course if I can improve in personal terms, I'm gonna try to do.
So inside this book, it really is a book. It's a novel in itself, to be quite honest. I'm amazed by it. When I found out I was going to be doing this, I thought it was just going to be like one piece of paper with a little bit of information on. Chelsea failed to win the league after topping the table at Christmas for the first time in Premier League history. So what happened? You tell me, like 7-match winless streak. That's not good. As a fan, I wouldn't be happy.
I think if you have the possibility to be in the top of the league in the Christmas, you have to win the league.
And what does it come down to? If you are top of the league at Christmas, does it ever get is there ever a panic station? Is there ever any nerves?
No, I think, like I said to you, football, every day is something new. I think you have to prepare yourself the beginning until the end. It's not about the beginning, it's about the end. You have to prepare yourself well, but the final result is the one I'm gonna count.
August, the season is about a week and a half away at the time of watching this video. Losing to Manchester United, both home and away in the league. Frank's first match in charge is a loss, according to Opta and Squawka.
No.
It's not gonna happen?
No.
Are you excited for it? Is there like a bit more of a buzz now?
No, I think it's great start. I think it's gonna play 2 fantastic games in the beginning. You're gonna play away against Man United, and then you have the Super Cup against Liverpool. So I think it's also a great opportunity to start really well and to get some confidence during the season. But let's see.
Absolutely. Well, this has been the script. It's a very detailed script. When I do my Premier League predictions video, I'm obviously going to go into this one a little bit more, in a bit more detail, and that's going to be coming out very soon. But David, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
For being on the channel today. Obviously, football is unscripted. There's been a lot put into this book right here, but of course, the conversation doesn't end with this book. I would love to know what you guys think. Whether you're a Chelsea fan or not, would you be happy with 4th? Let me know in the comments down below, and we will see you all next time. Boom. Okay, so we're back from meeting David Luiz. That was a very interesting look at the script, and what I've managed to find, this is pretty incredible stuff. A lot of my childhood was not only spent watching football, but I also had these old school books that I would try and steal from my old school, and I would actually come up with what I used to title. I used to write my name. This is the most classic thing. George Scott Benson. Football writing, start date the 21st of November 2008. It was kind of mostly a winter thing when I couldn't really go outside and play football. And then the close date, this book is completely full. I used to come up with my own predictions, and I used to either roll a dice, or I'd use a bingo machine, or I'd go through magazines, I'd go through newspapers picking out numbers which would then equate to scores. Now if you look at this here, I'm actually in the year 2008, which would have made me 14 years old or 13 years old. And I've got my own tables, and Chelsea actually won the league this year with Arsenal, United and Liverpool in the Champions League. And at the time it was still called the UEFA Cup. I had West Ham, Middlesbrough, Spurs, Man City and Portsmouth all in the UEFA Cup, because I wouldn't only do the Premier League, I do the Championship, I do League 1, I do all the playoffs, I do League 2, and I'd also do the FA Cup. And you can see right here, this is so old. There is an 11-year-old dead fly in this book, which is pretty incredible. I would write the scores inside the actual teams, and then if it was a replay, I'd write it on the outsides, and I'd pick my own sponsors. So I was a big fan of KFC at the time. Decided my FA Cup was going to be sponsored by KFC. And let's see who won the FA Cup. Wootton Bassett got into the 4th round. No, they didn't. Wootton Bassett got into the last 16 of George Benson's FA Cup, that was won by Manchester United, beating Chelsea in the final. Doncaster Rovers also made it to the semi-final. Shout out to them. You got Carling Cups here. West Ham won the Capital One Cup. Olympiacos beat Arsenal in the final of the UEFA Cup. Porto beat Man United in the final of the Champions League. And if we're looking in 2008, this was the time when United probably had their coolest team. And then I had like a summary page. This is literally a school book that was not a school book whatsoever. Had a summary page where I said, once again, Chelsea clinched the title on the last day, whilst champions Liverpool struggled down in 4th. So before this book existed, there was obviously another book. There's literally tons and tons of this stuff. My mum went up to the loft and found it. And I just thought that it was a perfect time to show this in my videos, because I've been trying to do kind of prediction stuff since I was able to flip and write. It wasn't 2008, it's like 2008 when I stopped doing this. Before that, and when I learned how to write, I was always writing out football scores, I was always coming up with predictions, and to go and look at the BT Sport commissioned Opta and Squawka script, using all of the realistic data and not just rolling a dice like I used to do, comparing that and how detailed and in-depth it can go, to then looking into this, it was a big nostalgic feeling for me, and obviously to shoot the video with David Luiz was an added blessing as well. So huge thank you to BT Sport. Thank you to Opta and Squawka also for putting together the script. It's amazing to look through it, and there is so much detail, and even though it is a prediction, it is a script using data to try and predict what's going to happen, the football is what does the talking. Football is unscripted. It happens on the field, and week in, week out, we never know what's going to happen. We'd like to think we do, but quite frankly, we don't. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, and I will catch you all later. Bye-bye.